Hi guys, and welcome to my channel, Changing Phases Tarot. I'm so happy to have you here with me today. Now today's reading is a general reading for all of the signs for February 2019. For the reading, I will be using the Crystal Visions Tarot deck. If I need to clarify anything, I will use the Zillich Tarot. And I also pull additional oracle cards from the Sacred Traveler deck and the Soulful Woman deck. Just a reminder, these are general readings, so the messages may or may not resonate. The only way to get a truly personalized reading would be to order a private reading from me. If you're interested, all of the information can be found in the description box below this video. And I would just like to give a big thank you to everybody who have, all of the people who have been subscribing, sending, leaving the comments, sending me emails, ordering the private readings. I really do appreciate each and every one of you. All right, so I will stop for now, and we'll see you in 1 second for your reading. Hi, Aries. Hope you're doing well. I'm here to get into your reading. As you can see, I've shuffled off camera and laid the spread to save a little bit of time. So let's jump into it. We have at the center of your reading, Major Arcana number 20, Judgment, and it's crossed by Major Arcana, the 0, this is the Fool. And a lot of the signs this month seem to have this sort of theme of, endings, beginnings, waiting, news coming in. A lot of the signs have that. And you have, 2 significant cards. And actually looking over your spread, you have 3 Major Arcanas, 1, 2, 3, 4 Wands, 2 Pentacles, 2 Cups, don't have any swords, and you have 2 number 9s and 2 number 8s in your spread. So, I'll get to those when we get to that part of the reading. But the Judgment card crossed by the Fool, this is all about endings and beginnings, right? The Judgment card, it can be like you see the woman is playing the instrument here. It's like you're receiving a calling. You're being called to this brand new beginning. And the Judgment does speak of, a significant ending, this sort of, we have all of these lilies, like this reference to kind of death, but rebirth, and it's the what comes after. It's the renewal, the rebirth, the new beginning. But sometimes with the Judgment card, in order to have this new beginning, which, you have the Fool energy here as this helping energy, and the Fool is, it's new beginnings, a completely new cycle beginning in your life. And it's, sometimes it can feel a little scary, right? Taking that leap of faith, stepping off the cliff here, but you're being asked to do that. You have all of the butterflies, right, surrounding her. These, again, this metamorphosis, change, growth. And, through death comes this rebirth. And sometimes with the Judgment card, there can be a need to, leave behind, like forgive, forget, leave the past in the past. So there could be, for some of you, a need to do that in order to have this new beginning. But you do have, very, 2 Major Arcana sitting at the center of your reading here with this new beginning, this change, right? This new way of life, this new path. And going down to the foundation, so in the deep past, you have the 3 of Pentacles. And this is a card, it's a card of, sometimes it can be of reaching a short-term goal. So maybe, within the workplace, you've been working hard. You might have completed a project. This project might have involved, partnering up with other people. So working with others, collaboration, partnership. It's work. It's focusing on the job that you do, focusing on your resources, how you make money. And, there can be, again, this completion of a short-term goal. 3s in the tarot generally speak of, growth and expansion. So there could be some type, or it does sit in the deep past. So there could have been this, growth or expansion within the workplace. You could have received, kind of an award, or there could have been a promotion or a raise, something where you received some type of recognition and, success. But this came through hard work. This came through you being very focused on the task at hand. Now, in the recent past, you have the Queen of Wands. So here you are, right, showing up very much in your element. You are obviously a fire sign Aries, and the Queen of Wands is a fire sign individual. So this could just be you just showing up very much in your energy. Could, for some of you, there could be another individual, fire sign surrounding you, playing an important role in your life. You do have a couple of court cards in your reading. When court cards appear, they can be people, they can be, the energy that we're taking on at that time, just the energy surrounding us. And this Queen of Wands is a very vivacious character. She's very focused. She's very, charismatic. She's very ambitious, and she's good at juggling many different things. She's kind of this born multitasker. She has great vision. She's also usually, quite attractive. People are sort of drawn to her. So this, in the recent past, you could have been just feeling more, attractive than normal, feeling more excited about the work that you're doing. It is an exciting energy, the Queen of Wands. So this could just be you, in the recent past, focusing on this change, this transformation, because, Wands, yes, it has to do with the day-to-day matters in life. So, the work that you do. But it can also have to do with business ventures, creative endeavors, and then it's your own drive and ambition and passion, determination for the things that you do. So, this could be you just feeling very self-assured as you, with whatever, maybe this recognition within the workplace, as you, receive a promotion, get a pay raise, whatever this is for you. And then again, another huge change card coming in. Crowning your reading, you have the Wheel of Fortune, Major Arcana number 10. And this is, a very karmic card. It's a very fated energy. The Wheel of Fortune, it speaks of change coming in, so if you have been sort of on the downswing of the wheel, now things are going in your favor. So, these very fated opportunities coming in at this time, like out of nowhere, maybe you're at an event and you end up networking with, meeting somebody, and, they might have this perfect opportunity for you, and it just kind of falls out of the sky into your lap. It's that type of fated energy, so things starting to go in your favor here. It is a card of cycles as well, and we have also the Judgment, this ending one cycle, beginning another, the Fool, beginning a brand new cycle. So there's lots of kind of repeated messages with these, very fated endings and new beginnings. And, you are being spiritually guided here. And with these huge major arcanas, sitting at the center of your reading, and then, coming through as the message from your higher self, definitely change, and a lot of these things could be out of your hands, so there is this need to, step off the ledge here and trust that things will work out, and they will, because you have coming up in the future position, the Six of Wands. So more fire energy, and this is a card of success, right? This is the victor returning from battle. He's successful. He's wearing the crown of victory, the wreath here. He has his, the lion here. He also has great vision. He's holding the crystal ball there. So, it is a great card of recognition. Again, there could be some type of recognition coming in within the workplace, right? you receiving accolades for a job well done, receiving a promotion. It is it can be this sort of you standing out from the crowd here. There could be also thinking about wands, creativity. There could be some type of creative breakthrough with this that ultimately leads to recognition, that leads to success, right? So, and especially with, you do have, these 4 wands cards, which, it can be very exciting energy. So lots of creative energy surrounding you this month. Now, you appear as the 9 of Pentacles. And surrounding you in your environment, you have another 9, the 9 of Wands. So beginning with the 9 of Pentacles, this is, the self-reliant card. This is the card that speaks of you having, achieved for that life that you always wished for, right? You can see the woman here. She's in this very lush setting, lots of pentacles around her. There's a this opulent type of event of look to the clothes that she's wearing. There's the peacock. So it's all very, very lush, right? And so she's worked long and hard, and it's very independent energy. She has managed to create this for herself, right? She's put in the effort, put in the hard work. So if this is you, it's like finally you're getting that break. It hasn't come, sort of out of nowhere, even though there might be some, opportunities that seem to drop out of the sky. But you have put in the effort. You've put in the hard work and the effort to get to where you are, right? And with the 9 of Wands surrounding you, this can be how others are viewing you. This can be, energy surrounding you at this time in your environment. And it is a little bit of a defensive energy, right? You can see that the woman on the card, again, we have the Lion here, and it looks as though she's resting. She's sitting still. It looks as like she's just sort of taking this time out to rest. But actually, she is still aware, very aware of her surroundings. She's kind of on the defensive. She's watchful. It's like she's almost not like expecting the worst, but it's like there might be that one last obstacle that she has to, tackle, one last thing that she has to do before completing that cycle, before reaching the 10 of Wands, right? Because in the Tarot, the cycles with the minor arcana, they end with the 10s, right? And we have 2 9s here. And, 2 9s in a reading, it can have to do with needing to spend time alone, needing to sort of reflect, which is exactly what the woman is doing here, right? She's thinking about the next steps. It looks as though she's just resting, but she's not. She's keenly aware of what's going on around her. She's thinking about what's coming in, right? The next steps. And then you have in your hopes and fears, the Queen of Cups, and the outbound energy for the month, you have the 8 of Cups. So 2 Cups cards, right, as you sort of head out of the month. And Queen of Cups, as your hopes and fears, again, could be a person, right? We have this Queen, this court card. So if so, this would typically be more of an older, it's a more mature energy. So an older water sign individual, male or female in these general readings, but Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. And out of all of the queens, she is the most intuitive. She is, she's water energy. And so she's very emotional. She's very intuitive, uses her psychic abilities. The Suit of Cups deals with our emotions, our feelings, our relationships. And so, as the queen, she has mastered the Suit of Cups. And so she's very in control of her emotions. She's also very loving, very compassionate, right? She's a very nurturing figure. So you could be hoping for this person, if this is a person in your life. You could be hoping to take on the energy of this Queen of Cups, in dealing with whatever this new cycle is. There might be a need to use, to use your intuition possibly, with this new beginning, right? As you embark upon this, whatever this new phase of your life is. And, as you head out of the month with the Eight of Cups is one of the two transition cards in the Tarot. We have the Six of Swords, Eight of Cups. Both of them speak of, walking away, leaving behind something, right? And you can see that there are all these cups. They've spilled out here, and the woman has turned her back on them, and she is walking away. So leaving behind a situation, a relationship, a job, whatever it is for you, but, going in search of something that, she doesn't have that assurance, that guarantee that where she's heading will definitely bring her, greater joy and fulfillment. But she trusts, right? And she believes that where she's heading to is going to be better than where, kind of where she's leaving. So there's the same sort of type of, you need to just take that leap of faith, right? And move forward, trusting that you're heading into, a better situation. And then we have as the overall energy for the month, you have the Eight of Wands. So 2 8s in the reading here. We have the 2 9s and then the 2 8s. And the 2 8s has to do with, much like the meaning of this eight of Wands, this is major news coming in, right? We have significant news coming in. So this, and with the Eight of Wands, it can be a job offer. This could be news about, a new job, a new business venture. It's the card that has to do with change being in the air, right? So there's change, there's something coming in, and it's the overall energy for the month. You might kind of, it starts off the month. It's like you can almost, you can hear just like we have all of these unicorns stampeding down the mountainside. And so it's like, imagine that you are off in the distance, right? You're at a distance from them, and you can see, they're the hooves, and it's like you can almost hear the thundering of the hooves. You know that something's coming, but it might not actually come in until, you sort of head more towards the end of the month. So, but it's coming, right? And this can also be like messaging, text messaging, emailing back and forth. This can be setting up interviews, responding to, or hearing back about an interview, receiving the job offer. There's change coming in with this news, right? And it's very exciting. And again, it's this sense of, how are you going to react to this, right? When you imagine you're standing there and all of these unicorns are stampeding towards you. What are you going to do? Are you going to just stand there and allow them to trample over you? Or are you going to run with it? Are you going to, join in and head towards this, whatever this new thing is? So it's about believing, it's about trusting, it's about going with whatever this new cycle, this new situation is. Now, the two cards that came out for you from the Soulful Woman deck, you have my creative power. As I invest in my own creative potential, I experience my female creative genius. And from the Sacred Traveler deck, you have great adventure. Take a risk, venture forward. And just to give you the full meaning for these two cards, beginning with the Soulful Woman card, this one says, my female creativity and genius are endless resources that I'm only just beginning to tap into, explore, and develop. I'm bursting with ideas and visions. I am a passion storm of creativity, eager to live my dreams and transform my life and my world. I'm stepping out and making my mark in undreamed of ways, birthing from the creative fires of the unleashed feminine. I'm waking up to my gifts and talents, as well as to the contribution I can and will make to the future of my world. It's time to express my creative potential and power. And definitely, with these, we have this Queen of Wands, and I was talking about the creativity and this, this very exciting energy here, this success with the Six of Wands. And then you have she's sort of the most intuitive. She's this, very loving, feminine energy. So there could be, you could really be manifesting. There could be a lot of creativity surrounding you this month. So these new things coming in, I mean, this could be to do with a creative project, right? However you express yourself creatively. For some of you, it could be through art. For others, writing, publishing. However it plays out in your life, there's a lot of creative energy surrounding you. Now let's take a look at the Great Adventure. And this one says, at the end of your life, you're more likely to regret the things you didn't do than the things you did. Take risks. Not every risk enables success, but if you don't try, you'll never know what remarkable experiences were available to you. By stepping out of your comfort zone, you'll discover new talents and abilities. Playing safe in the long run is no safer than venturing forth with glee. To quote Helen Keller, life is either a daring adventure or nothing. The Sacred Traveler wants you to know, hoist your sails, catch the trade winds of adventure, and enter the open seas. Explore new ports of call. It's easy to stay safe in the harbor, but that's not where the juice of life is. When you sail the open seas without knowing what the day will bring, life force energy is activated within you. There are no guarantees when you take a risk. Be willing to go out on a limb. That's where the best fruit is. When you push yourself beyond your personal boundaries, life is so much more fulfilling. Well, that ties in exactly with what we've been talking about here with the Fool card and these new beginnings. So it looks like a very exciting month for you. Opportunities coming in, but you need to trust and take the leap of faith, right? You need to venture forward, take a risk, right? So I do hope that the messages have helped you. I thank you for joining me today. I look forward to reading for you again, and just know that I'm sending you much peace, love, and light for a wonderful month of February. Bye for now.